previously recorded. Hey y'all, happy Fish Fry Friday. What y'all got going on today? Today what we're gonna be making is some French fries, hush puppies, okay, hush puppies. Might just make some regular hush puppies. Yeah, I might just do regular hush puppies, that way I ain't gotta do another pan. So French fries, hush puppies, shrimp, and fried fish. That's what we having. So we in the house this time because today Grandma will be leaving, and I didn't want to do a whole setup outside, and you know she ain't gonna. I don't know what time Ben was coming or whatever to get her, so I want to just go ahead on and get fish fry going and get her some fish and you know stuff like that before she leaves. That way, you know she can at least say she did have her fish, you know, on Fish Fry Friday. So yeah. So that's what I'm doing. So I got my mix here together. Y'all saw me make my hush puppy mix and all that stuff like that already. So I'm just about to add me some water to it and get it mixed up. So how y'all doing today? What y'all doing for Fish Fry Friday today? I had to give me some shrimp this time, y'all. I was like, this time I just had to pay for some. I was like, I want to give me some shrimp for Fish Fry Friday on this Friday. You know? So what y'all making today? Hold on, let me get that pen. So what y'all decide to do today? You doing anything different on this Fish Fry Friday? What kind of fish y'all got this time? What kind of fish y'all doing this time? It's exciting doing Fish Fry Fridays, y'all. I actually like it. It's fun. It's fun. You know, hell, we eating. We eating, okay? We're eating. So that's the best part about it. But as soon as I drop down these, I gotta get these fries up right here. As soon as I drop down, get these up. As soon as I drop down these hush puppies, I already seasoned my shrimp. I seasoned them with some lemon pepper, Old Bay seasoning, garlic powder, onion powder. I cracked 1 egg over them, and that's it. Nothing major. Just season them up a little bit. Then I got my seasoned cornmeal, and I added me some self-frozen flour to it and some bread. No, seasoned cornmeal and some breadcrumbs mixed together. So I'm about to mix up my hush puppy mix. And so in my hush puppy mix, I have equal parts of cornmeal, self-rising cornmeal, flour. I have some sugar, which is optional, salt and pepper, 1 egg, and onion powder. That's what I got in my hush puppy mix. And I put the onion powder just to keep from having to cut up an onion. Hold on. I need a little bit more flour in there. Don't want to cut up no onion, just throw you some onion powder in there and it's gonna taste just the same, trust me. Alright, so now I got my batter where it's like, it's thick, right? So, how I do my hush puppies is, I take them and I push them off the spoon into, let's see if I can, see if this one, it's gonna fall just right. I think it ain't gonna. Hold up. Just a tad bit more. When you do the hush puppy, you want to make sure that it falls off the spoon in one glob instead of running. Because if it's running, it's just gonna spray it all over the pan. You know, so when you push it off, you want it to come off. Scoop your some up on your spoon. When you push it off, watch how it falls. You see how it fell in one glob? That's how you want it to fall off in one glob. Just like that. You don't want it to fall off running, because that's how it's going to look. You want it to come off of one glob, because when it hit that grease, it's going to bounce right back up and form a ball. So let me show you. See that? It's going to bounce right back up. I'm going to turn my grease back up real quick. It's going to float right back to the top. But it's shaping. My grease was turned down. But it's shaping. So, don't have it too high, because you want to make sure that it cooks all the way through. But you see how I'm pushing it all off at one time? That's how you want it. And you could do the whole, like almost the whole spoon. It's going to make a nice size ball. Just like that. When you push it into that grease, you want everything to still be together. You don't want your cornmeal to be, your mixture to be all over the grease. Because if it's all over the grease, then it's too thin. So you need to add you a little bit more flour to it to thicken it up. But I'm about to show y'all what they looking like. See that? Push it off. Push it off. Push it off. And this is how I do mine. I don't know how y'all do y'all's on, but this is how I do mine. Push it off. It's gonna bounce back up. You'll know when you ain't got no more room, because it ain't gonna have no room for it to come back up. Alright, so I got enough. So now, let me show you what it looks like. As they start cooking, they're gonna roll over themselves. Some of you may need to help roll over, but some of you may not. But you see how the dough is coming to the top? That's because the bottom of them, I got them kind of tight, so they ain't really flipping on their own. But they will flip when they ready. They flip up, roll over on their own. You see that? And that's how I do them. They might not look like perfect little circles to you, but honey, they're going to taste good. And you just cook them down low enough. Don't have them too high. Well, you know, time you put them in there, they browning and stuff like that, because you got your grease too hot when you're doing it like that. So have your grease down low enough to just fry them all the way through. Don't have it too low where they're going to be soaking up all that grease either. That ain't good when they be like that. You want it just right. So practice gonna make perfect, but you can do it. Alright, y'all, so now when you make fried bread and it's start looking firm and the dough stop pushing out, it's ready. They feel, I can feel it. I can feel it, y'all. I cook, so I know what it's supposed to look like, what it's supposed to feel like. It's a lot of stuff I try to tell y'all. I go by feel, I go by smell, I go by sound. I can't really teach you how to do that. You gotta get in the kitchen and start cooking and stuff, and you'll learn to cook the same way that I cook. See that? You'll learn to cook the same way. They didn't the grease wasn't so low where it was soaking up all the oil and stuff like that. They cooked perfectly. You could tell when they soaked up the oil and stuff because they will look soggy. That's how you know when they don't soaked up too much oil. So, and they'll be soft. They ain't how you, they stay soft, but they not soft like what y'all like, soggy soft. They just like soft bread. So I'm dropping down the rest of these here, and then we're gonna move on to breading this fish and this shrimp. Push it off a spoon. Alright, so I seasoned my fish like I told y'all already. And so now I got my cornmeal. And I'm just about to drop my fish down in here. And give it a little shake. And we're going to lay it out on this board right here so that the breading can start sticking to it. Okay, so as you can see, I got my shrimp. And I got my fish laid out, letting the meal adhere to it. As you can see, you see how it's sticking. It don't look so floury like the shrimp. The shrimp gonna look like that after sitting for a few minutes. So that's how you want it, just like that. Just let the coating just stick to it. You won't mess up your grease, and the bread won't be falling off your fish. Alrighty, guys. So now we're about to drop down this fish, and as you can see, really ain't nothing falling off of it. I'm shaking it, but you don't see nothing really falling off. That's how you want it. So I'm going flaky side down. That's how I'm about to do this fish. Flaky side down. Hey. Get it in now. Let that bad boy fry. I don't like to touch my fish when I drop it down, but gotta make room because I'm up there frying it in the wok, y'all. Oh, so now I'm just gonna let that there fry. And when you drop it down, you want to fry just like that. You don't want nothing lesser or nothing more. You don't want your grease be smoking, because if your grease is smoking, you're gonna cook your fish too fast. The outside gonna be, you know, getting too dark and done and stuff like that, and the inside ain't gonna be all the way done like it need to be. So you want a nice fry just like that. So just let that fry till they turn brown, and then we're gonna use up some tongs, or you can use the same little spatula that I just had, but I prefer to cook with tongs. I don't use forks and stuff like that to stab my meat because that make your meat dry. So I'm gonna use some tongs to turn it over. Alright, y'all, so it's about ready time for me to flip my fish over because the edges of it is starting to get brown. So the reason why I fry this swap fish right here, flaky side down first, is because You see how when it fry like this and it just be sitting like this, I feel like that grease is just sitting down. It sounds crazy, but it makes a difference. If you fry swordfish and you don't like it, fry it flaky side down first, and you're gonna tell a difference. It's like the flaky side is extra media. Then you know you got that smooth side. It's not as, even though it's just all meat, but this side is flaky. It's open. You see what I'm saying? Fry that side down first, that way it can start getting crispy instead of having it just sitting up while the bottom is frying and soaking in all that grease. And when you turn it over, it's not going to get as flaky, is what I'm trying to tell you. So, I'm going to let this fry. It won't be like that. Alright. Alright, y'all. So now I'm about to take this fish up out the grease. And look at that fish. Nice and crispy. That's the smooth side. And that's the flaky side. You see it? And that's how I like to do it. And you notice that my grease is not built up with all them crumbs and stuff. That's why it's good to let them sit, so your grease don't get nasty. So now I'm about to fry this other piece, and I'm about to drop down some shrimp with it. Flaky side down first. Okay, so that's enough right there. Alright, y'all, so I'm taking up my last batch of shrimp, and I am done. I hope y'all enjoyed this video for Fish Fry Friday. I hope y'all cooked y'all something good. Make sure y'all drop down in the comments below what y'all done made for Fish Fry Friday. We need some ideas on something else that we can do on Fish Fry Friday. But peace, love, and many, many blessings to each and every one of y'all. And until the next video, this your girl Tiana. I can only be me. Y'all be blessed. Y'all have a good one. Stay tuned so I can show y'all the rest of the stuff.
And I'm telling you, you don't have to worry about